Decision Georgia, the entire nation watching now as early voting begins tomorrow in the Senate runoff. The winners will decide which party controls the U.S. Senate. Mara Sirianni is live right now outside State Farm Arena with everything you need to know before tomorrow. Good morning, Mara.
Good morning. And that is right. Many voters really like State Farm Arena because they say it offers a quick in and out voting experience, Joe. And as you mentioned, early voting starts tomorrow. Now, some counties this time around are offering fewer early voting sites than they did for the general election, Cobb being one of those. Voting rights groups said reducing early voting centers from 11 to 5 there would hurt Black and Latino communities. So the county took some heat. In response, they added 2 more sites for the last week of early voting. Hall and Forsyth counties also limiting early voting sites. DeKalb and Gwinnett say they will both have the same number of early voting sites in the runoff as they did in the general election. Now, Fulton is expected to open 30 early voting sites, including State Farm for the first week of early voting and then Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the second week. So remember, you can vote at any early voting location in your county, and it's too much to say in a live shot. So if you want to head to 11alive.com, click on the As Seen as TV section. We have a list of all of those early voting locations and times. Again, that is on 11alive.com. Joe.
That's where you need to go. Thanks, Mara. It's a big political week in Georgia. In addition to early voting, as Mara mentioned, starting tomorrow, electors will also vote to officially confirm President-elect Joe Biden as the winner of the 2020 presidential election. On Tuesday, Biden heads to Atlanta to help bolster support for Democratic U.S. Senate candidates Jon Ossoff and Reverend Raphael Warnock. Then on Thursday, Vice President Mike Pence plans to make stops in Columbus and Macon. It will be Pence's third post-election visit to campaign for GOP Senators David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler. You can find all these details for all of these events over at 11alive.com.